SIKIKSYD. I'm a professional astrologer, psychic, shaman, medium, seer, volleyball player. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Thank you so much for your kind comments, likes, subscriptions, donations, readings, bookings, and referrals. I truly appreciate all of you. And if you're interested in my social media to see what do I do, what do I have it going on, go ahead and check that out. And I actually have been doing a reading for a client all day, basically, from the analyzing of the from the analyzing of the actual chart to the filming, the editing, the uploading, and it will be delivered to my client who's in a completely different time zone tomorrow. I just got off the phone with my husband, and I'm excited to get into your reading today, Aquarius. I will have been predicting the future for 24 years in September. I'm really, really excited to do your reading. I feel like every time I do a reading, it's a different kind of energy, different kind of vibe, every single time. So let's do it. I'm really, really excited. If you are feeling like, oh my gosh, this is my reading, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. The more you interact with this reading, the more likely it is to come into fruition for you. And make sure to come back to this reading if you feel like this reading doesn't resonate, because it is a prediction for the future, which means it has not happened yet. And thank you so much to all of you truly who support me. I was just talking to a client 3 days ago, and we were talking during their reading about what was going on astrologically and how it was impacting everything down here. And it's amazing to get to talk about such fascinating topics with you guys, from astrology, the esoteric, the occult, the spooky, and just creating a very safe space here at SIKIKSYD for people to be themselves. So you may be a sun, moon, ascendant, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Aquarius. You could be energetically connected to someone who does have those placements. You got those placements. You can know someone who has those placements. You can be connected to someone who has those placements, or you just came across this reading and it resonates for you. You do not need to be an Aquarius to resonate with this reading. You could have just came across it and it's for you. Okay, so let's get into your reading. I'm super excited, Aquarius. If you're interested in the process, I'll in the description box down below. All of the information for the description box down below. What's the future for Aquarius and money, work, career, and finances? What's the future for Aquarius and love, please? What's the future for Aquarius and love, please? Soul is ignited. Yeah, soul is ignited. Okay. So, for the future of your finances, Aquarius, you have persistence. So, all these efforts that you have been doing, all the efforts you've been making, it's not going unnoticed. If you feel like, oh, nobody notices what I've been doing and the effort I've been putting in, it has been noticed, okay? And success is very close, okay? It's just around the corner. It's just about you following through with what you have set out to do consistently, okay? It's all about following through to your goal, all the way until you reach your goal, okay? This will require hard work in order for you to keep building on your finances. That is the future of your finances. It's going to take persistence. Keep going, okay? Keep going. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, okay? Even if you think nobody notices, someone notices, okay? Hidden energy is rescuer. Now, somebody could work with like wielding, maybe with metal, maybe even with fire, okay? Some of you guys may work as paramedics. Maybe you work in, maybe as a doctor, a nurse, a rescuer, a firefighter. It's also saying that someone may enter into your life and help you, involving any difficulties that you're experiencing regarding your finances, and reminding you, Aquarius, that it's okay to ask for help. That's not a sign of weakness, okay? It actually shows that you're very strong for opening up, that you seek help financially. You could be seeing 444 a lot, okay? Which means that you're looking for a solid foundation, a stable foundation, okay? For the future in love, you have gifts. So you can be receiving a gift, giving a gift. You could also feel like this love that you're experiencing is a gift, you know, like a gift from God or a gift from whoever you may believe in. Many of you guys could definitely be receiving a gift, giving a gift, appreciating the gift of love, you know, and just the experience of it in general. Hidden energy is distance. So you could be in the same space as your significant other and be at an emotional distance. You could be at a physical distance with your significant other, okay? For many of you, you could be going the distance with your significant other, traveling with your significant other, right? You guys are like, you know where we're going? Somewhere at a distance, right? Now, I feel like a lot of people are watching you. I think you're also you're very grounded, because what's interesting is I feel like, yes, you're very like intellectual, maybe even analytical in regards to love, right? But there's also a very solid sense of practical. There's a very practical feeling in regards to the way that you are looking at love, okay? Like you're not getting lost in what you would like, I feel like you're not getting lost in trying to make sense of love, like almost trying to think love, like, that's funny, like process love through thought, because I mean, you are a very analytical sign. It's more so of like, it's okay to be a little logical and practical at the same time. It doesn't all have to be logical and analytical and all about the thought and about, does it make sense? Sometimes it's more so about, is it practical? Is it grounded? Is it solid? Can this be something that's consistent? If you get lost in the energy of air, right? If you get lost in it, then it's very hard to get grounded in what is actually happening in the practical, right? So I feel like you're also recognizing like the gift of the present, right? And also recognizing like your own value, your own worth, that you are a gift, right? Worth going the distance for, right? You can also feel like you've been giving the gift of love and that it requires traveling the distance. You could be traveling different distances with your significant other. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's the future for Aquarius. Okay, what's the future for Aquarius, please? All right, okay. So you have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Pisces. You got Temperance, Sagittarius, Pisces, Ophiuchus. You have the Fool, Aquarius, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio. You have the Emperor. Can't be any astrological sign. Okay. Someone's pregnant. Congratulations. The hidden energy is that someone is a father. someone is becoming like a grandfather, or like you could be, if you're in a marriage or in a relationship, you're taking on more responsibility. If you're a masculine energy, you feel like responsible for the feminine energy. Like, so you're taking more responsibility on in the marriage or the relationship. So advice for Aquarius. In the future, which you don't see coming, is if you are in a relationship, the masculine energy will be taking more responsibility in the relationship, more of a sense of leadership. You know, having power and actually using that power. If you notice, there are number one thing I'm noticing is that there's a focus of the heads. I feel like you're leading. Like you're taking control. That's the energy. Like your masculine energy, like you're taking control of a situation. Like someone is like deciding to be the owner of a business if you're a masculine energy, being a really good business owner. Becoming a father and being a really good father. If you're in a marriage or a relationship, there's a lot of like sexual almost like intimacy and sexual interest that's ignited in a relationship. A lot of excitement in the relationship. I also feel like you were inspired to create during this time. Inspired to, you know, if there is something that you do creatively, really inspired to manifest through that particular talent or skill. Feeling excited to create. Having a lot of energy. Feeling like you have a lot of energy. And being very patient. In the future, you'll be very patient. You will have to be very patient. And you have to be willing to learn. I see you being willing to learn. And feeling like this is a fresh new beginning for you. Where you have a lot of energy. And if you're in a relationship, you and your significant other are the exact opposite. And that's how you're able to learn how to love yourselves even more. Because you guys aren't alike. Many of you guys could also be teachers. You could be inspired to teach, to lead. The number 4, the number 0, and the number 14 could be significant to you, as well as the number 15 and the number 41. I see there being like an excitement for like multiple ideas, endeavors, and there being an awareness that there has to be, as these people have on like glasses, like needing to see things clearly, there has to be patience on what you act on, right? Because you may have never done it before with the Fool, but you have to be willing to learn. Right? Be willing to learn new things, especially philosophically, psychologically, spiritually, religiously. and take action. You have to be willing to also know that in every period as you're moving forward, you may not necessarily know who that person is in that next chapter, in that next moment. But that's a part of the beauty of the journey. I feel like this is igniting your soul. I also feel like you're winning something. So you could be winning a competition, or you could be graduating. You could be traveling somewhere you've never traveled before. And also recognizing, like, you have no baggage, no burden. A fresh start, a new beginning, a fresh slate. Because you are willing to learn something new, and you learn something new philosophically, psychologically, spiritually, religiously, and that brings you a sense of excitement to this new beginning, a realization of who exactly you are and where exactly do you want to go? What type of foundation do you want to set? Where is home? So it brings you back down to earth. And there is this feeling of things taking time, but there is like a feeling of being comfortable, a releasing of control. Because you also have discipline, time, the number 41. The blockage, the difficulty, the chaos of it really stemming from when we're talking about earth energy. Earth energy is connected to time because time is Capricorn and Aquarian energy. So it's technically speaking, it's air and it's also earth energy. The discipline. That was the hidden energy. That was the difficulty. The time. It takes time. Being patient. It takes patience. Being excited, then being willing to learn and being patient through the process. Taking the risk to learn new things. And the willingness to keep going, like a sense of discipline with the Emperor, which is also a sense of like being devoted and dedicated. Being dedicated, disciplined. Many of you guys could be getting married, or you could be married. You could be in a traditional marriage. If you're single, you'll be meeting someone else who's single who believes in the same beliefs you have regarding relationship and marriage. You are disciplined towards what makes you actually happy. You want to put your time towards what actually makes you happy. Put your time towards what makes you happy. You will get what you want. If you feel like there's anything getting in the way of what it is that you want, it's jealousy. I see you recognizing that you want to be practical in regards to your occupation, but you also want to feel as if you are doing what you are truly meant to be doing, that you are at home. And it's saying that in the future, you'll know what is right for you because it will feel like home. Stay grounded, stay humble, stay receptive. This is pretty amazing energy. Also, some of you guys could be priest, bishop, shamans, tarot card readers, or spiritual business owners. If you do own any kind of spiritual businesses, it will become known worldwide. I see some of you guys could give advice, or you could be getting advice from some of these kind of figures. You could be someone who's religious or spiritual, or you go to church. Okay. It's also saying that by seeking some level of belief or connection to whoever you may believe in, you will be able to find more discipline. And also feel like you are coming home. This also happens very unexpectedly. This has been your reading. Thank you so much for supporting SIKIKSYD. Interested in the process, I'll go in the description box down below. And thank you so much for coming, Aquarius. Amen. And Ashe.